and gentlemen, welcome to the Fat Money Racing Association here on the Gaming Alternative Media Entertainment YouTube channel. We're watching the man who was fastest during practice, Ryan Chest, and just so happens, co-owner of the Aldridge Racing team, Josh Aldridge is my co-host. Josh, how you feeling right now, bud?
I'm feeling excited. I'm glad to see Aldridge Racing running up front, get the fast lap in practice. I'm looking forward to a fantastic and great race today.
Another thing Josh has to be excited about is Aaron Aldridge currently sits second place in points. He's dropped the gap between him and Christian to 7 points.
Oh, I'm definitely excited about that. Aldridge Racing right now, our headquarters, the buildings, you just see the happy smiles on everybody's faces, and that championship is in our grasp, it's in reach, and we're on a mission.
Right now, the fastest is Billy Ray Dog. Can he hold it for another lap? Rich is gonna come steal once again.
Could he sweep the? I may be putting a cart ahead of the horse, but we may be seeing a sweep of the weekend.
And now another thing to note is where Christian Gunn and Aaron Aldridge is, but we'll get to that more in a moment while everybody gets gridded up here. Christopher Rich is going to sweep the poles. Can he sweep the races here at Stafford Motor Speedway, Truck and Cup Division in one weekend? Only a couple have done that. But let's go ahead and talk about points and get to a camera angle that'll help us out here. Christian Gunn currently sitting first in points with 708 points. And now, I think the thing to note the most is caddy corner from him. That number 5, CarQuest, is literally right there. And he is the closest one in points with 701.7 points off of Christian Gunn. And the closest one to these guys in third place with 683 points. Now, let me go ahead and do that math for you real quick, and I'm going to have to pull out a calculator for this one. So 708 minus 683, 25 points between him and Christian. And that is Chronix High, who is sitting back here in 23rd. So we will see exactly what's going to happen there. Josh, first, second, and third. And, I mean, we can go ahead and talk about fourth if you want to. But he is sitting at 668 points back in. Well, let me go ahead and do that, man. There's two people at that one. And that's 40 points behind our leader. I don't see Brett Aldridge or Barry Sternparts making it. But, I mean, never say never.
Right? Yeah, I mean, never say never, but the odds are definitely not in their favor.
Then the man in fifth place, Josh, and this will be the last one I bring up because I just don't see anyone else even being close enough. But, I mean, I could eat these words in a couple races, so we'll see. But the number 5 is the man sitting on pole who might sweep the weekend. We're looking at 660 points, Christopher Rich, which puts him 48 points behind the leader.
Going back to, where were we at? Christian Gunn and Aaron Aldridge, running, first and second in points, and they're put up the running board again. Excuse me, never mind. I was thinking they were side by side. I stand corrected.
The way we've seen that bottom line move in the truck race, they could end up being side by side by the backstretch, Josh.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. If the truck race is any indication, that bottom line was the preferred line. But this is a different race. This could be an entirely different track situation. The track could be changed overnight. We'll find out in just about a minute and a half just how the track is conditioned for today's race.
Something else we should note is for that qualifying lap, okay, Aaron Aldridge was only 1 second off of Christian Gunn. Or not even a second. It's literally a hundredths of a second.
Yeah.
And in practice, Aaron Aldridge was faster.
Race conditions, we just have to. You just never know.
You never know. Well, let's take a moment before we get the start of this race to go. Christopher Rich sitting pole, the man who won the truck race, sat on pole in the truck race. And then we got next to him a man I was not expecting to see top 5 at all. And that is Billy Raydog in that 00 Next Level Racing Ford. Ford's right now dominating Stafford. Will that be the case at the end of this race? We'll see. Billy Raydog in points is sitting 12th. He's 611 points. I just don't see a way for him to getting up even into the top 5 in these last 4 races, including this one. I don't know, Josh.
Well, the championship may be out of the reach for him, but race wins definitely is not, and he's still got something to race for.
The man that was fastest during practice, Ryan Chess, you see him at the very back. And apparently, Josh, you're not going to be too happy about this. Penalty for messing with the car after inspection.
Yeah, we just not happy with what went down. I'm not going to condone their actions. I wasn't a part of their actions. I can confirm that.
You were up here with me, so
yeah. I even witness.
I am definitely standing behind you on that one. Didn't even have a phone call that you had to step away for or anything, so you had no part in that. It was sad because I thought that number 6 was going to have a good car tonight.
Oh, he was fastest in practice, yeah, but you just got a little greedy, I guess, and. It came back and bit us in the butt. Bit them in the butt. Bit us in the butt.
I guess I'm hearing right now. Josh probably just heard this in his ears too. That's what gave him away. Was in practice he ran a full 0.1 second faster than anyone else. Pace car is pulled off. Here we go. Wow. Oh! Wow!
Here we go. Like deja vu once again.
Let's go back, see Christian Gunn. Aaron Aldridge has already pulled ahead, but Sophie Raydog almost wrecked her and Aaron Aldridge there. Again on the corner, bobbling in front of the 5.
I know Aaron very well, of course. He's not above pushing somebody out of his way.
Christian Gunn is seeing the 5 disappear, even with Sophie Raydog having some issues in front of him. You see Aaron Aldridge start to go low, didn't see an opening. And right now, that number 7's falling, and falling fast. Ooh, Jarl having some issues.
Ooh.
Sophie Raydog just bumped the 8. Taken off there. Let's go ahead and check on the front. Everyone kind of single filed now. We're looking at Christopher Rich. Chris Chaos has come to second here. And looks like he's got something for Rich if he can get up close to him. We got the 00 of Billy Raydog, the 420 of Zane High, and then rounding out top 5, Corey Gamble. We're seeing a lot of the same cars, Josh, that we've seen in the truck series, a lot of the same drivers excelling here at this track. Any thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, they figured something out in the truck race, and they put that into consideration to put those same tweaks into their cup car, and it's paying off significantly for them at the moment.
Right now, in 10th position is Aaron Aldridge, and looks like he's getting pretty comfortable here. Brad Miller to his backside. So not necessarily friendly people around him. Let's go ahead and check on Christian Gunn, who was falling back to last.
Wow. He's having deja vu once again. We seen a similar storyline in the truck race with Austin Keesler.
Austin Keesler was in second, is the only different factor here. Christian Gunn is the leader in points, and look at Mike Storm about losing in front of him. That about cost Christian Gunn right there.
Yeah, the last thing he needs is an accident to happen in front of him and he get collected into it. Same with Aaron as well.
Aaron has Tyler Ferguson ahead of him, Brad Miller behind him, whereas Christian Gunn right now is battling with Trey Fanta, who just ran him really hard there, and Mike Storm ahead of him. These two guys are not looking to go to the last, so Christian Gunn's going to have some issues there, Josh.
Yes, yeah, I mean, it's, again, listen on the radio, it's not friendly conversations going on right now. They are not happy.
Well, the people in my ear want me to check on Chronix High. He is sitting right now 13th, which is going to bring him up quite a bit. As long as he can stick near Aaron Aldridge, I mean, it'd be even better if he could pass him. But he's going to need exceptionally good races for him to even be in the running here.
And I just realized something. The driver that started dead last is making his way up through the field fairly well. Look at where Chess is running considering where he started.
Ryan Chess already made his way to 15th, and that is exceptional for starting last. Aaron Aldridge still sitting 10th. Brad Miller and Chris Michaels there running together. We have seen Michaels Miller Racing form a better partnership than Beginnis Miller Racing seemed to ever have, Josh.
We have. I mean, it's been interesting to watch. It's been entertaining to watch the last few weeks that this has happened. They got a bromance going on.
You see Michaels holding right with the line the 98 is running. I see some big potential for this team in the future.
Huge potential.
Michaels kind of bobbed to the inside there, was looking ahead, I think, wanted to see what's holding up the 5, and to be honest, nothing is holding up the 5. I don't know if he's just keeping a casual pace here. I mean, there's a lot of race left, but the 5 is getting a gap between him and Tyler Ferguson.
Playing it safe, I would assume.
Rich is running away with yet another one. Thoughts on that, Josh?
Deja vu. Yeah, that's all I can say.
We got Ford, Chevy, Ford, Chevy, 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 Toyota, Ford. That's top 8. You got a Toyota and a Ford, the top 10. There's a lot of Fords up here in the top 10, Josh.
Yeah, the Ford brand has definitely figured something out at this track, and they have capitalized on it. The one that's capitalized the most, obviously, is Rich.
Now, I think the thing to note for Season 2, if I could talk about that for a moment, I know there's a lot of great action going on. Dodge is actually a big part of this track, and they are coming to FMRA Racing Season 2. They got several of their teams already picked. This is going to throw a wrench. I mean, in a lot of people's game, and including Rich's, Rich is leaving Ford. And you see it right there on his car. He's going to Ferrari.
That's a bold move, a move that nobody saw coming. But it's going to be interesting to see what goes down. More power to him.
First place pulling away from second with a 1.0. Right now, a full second basically between him and the leader. Billy Ray Dog third, and he is holding on. We're seeing a good day out of Billy Ray Dog. Let's see if he can keep it up. We're only about a fourth way through this race. Zane High, this kid has done extremely well since being thrown into the 420. We talked about it in Truck Series, and here we are again talking about him in Cup. And then you got to talk about Corey Gamble. Gamble himself has had a rough year. Gamble Motorsports has had a great year. So I don't know how you take that as an owner driver, but right now you're seeing him round out the top 5, Josh.
That's just how it goes sometimes, but it's good to see that he's got a top 5 run going right now.
Well, let's go ahead and check on the man, Aaron Aldridge, who is still holding off Brad Miller, it looks like, to hold on to 10th. And then the one that everyone wants to know, the points leader, Christian Gunn, is still back here fighting with Trey Fanta and Mike Storm. And it looks like for now he has put Trey Fanta behind him. But for how long?
I don't know, but I mean, you know, that's one position gain, and he's got to do a lot better than just passing one car if he wants to gain all the ground that he has lost.
What we've learned about that 7 team is you can doubt them all you want, but as long as pit strategy plays out off pit road, the 7 team is a beast.
That is true, and speaking of pit stop should be coming up here shortly, I would assume. Definitely something to keep an eye on.
We are seeing it down in the corner. You can see everyone that is calling to go to pit road as they pop up. I'll pull it up for just a second.
Pit stops.
But Rich, our leader's in. Chris Chaos in. Billy Ray Dog, Zane High, Corey Gamble, Jackson Beauregard, Sophie Ray Dog, Tyler Ferguson, Aaron Aldridge stays out. He's going to be the first one to stay out. And you've seen this game played in the Truck Series as well. Looks like Chris Michaels with him stayed out. Is it going to be this time by? And he says it on the radio, but we've seen him.
Here he comes.
Okay, it is for a fact this time by. Who was fastest off pit road? Where is Christopher Rich? He is already gone.
He got a gap, too. Good pit stop for the Rich team.
Number 5 is making his way off of pit road. But there might be a problem afoot. Can he make it out faster than Christian Gunn comes around? Where's Aaron Aldridge at currently? And I think, well, hang on, some more shifting. One more lap to be sure. We've been wrong here at the booth and got criticized for it, so let's work this out.
Did he gain position on pit road?
He is in 7th place now off of pit road, and he is to the back of Corey Gamble. Gamble lost a position off pit road to Jackson Beauregard. Zane High stays about where he was. Billy Ray Dog and Chris Chaos stay about where they were. Chronix High right now, the only car 1 lap down, and he is blocking, not really blocking, but an obstacle for everybody 3rd place back, Josh.
But one driver that did not lose anything on pit road, in fact, gained, was Christopher Reed.
Now let's go back. Let's look at Christian Gunn. Christian Gunn battling right now with someone who wasn't in the back when we went to pit road. So Rory lost some positions here and has got Christian Gunn battle, and Christian Gunn didn't seem to gain anything off pit road except for Chronic's High losing one position. Josh.
And I just seen the shot. Look who's fastly approaching the tail end of the field. It's going to be devastating to Christian Gunn if Rich does, in fact, put him a lap down.
For these last 4 or even 5 championship races, FMRA decided no halfway cautions. So we are seeing these teams at their full glory right now. And can you base a lot of that off of tonight? I don't know, because, I mean, yeah, Rich has ran up front quite a bit, but also he started first.
Go ahead.
You see guys who got better pit crews, including Gamble Motorsports, Snap-on Racing, and these other teams, and you don't see them running up front like Christopher Rich. So is it all about your pit crew? I would say not, Josh. Go ahead and say what you were saying.
No, it's not about the pit crew. Pit crew is crucial, yes, but it's also about the equipment. It's about the stuff under that hood. It's about the setups. I mean, a lot of key factors going into this, and Christopher Rich definitely has it figured out.
Now, we just got told in our ear to keep an eye on Tyler Ferguson. Tyler Ferguson has multiple opportunities to pass the 5, but on 3 occasions already, he has pushed him. And let's see, it seems to be the case, Josh, your alliances seem to be paying off for Aldridge Racing.
Well, it's no big secret that we are friends with Ferguson off the track. So I mean, man, he wants to see his buddy do well as he pulls up to the side by side to him. He might be trying to pass him for position here, but no secret that we're friends off the track.
Radio is being told that Aldridge said, "Hey, your pushes are making me loose. If you could get in front of me so I could draft off you, that'd be a lot better." And Tyler Ferguson now trying to go to his outside, Josh.
May not have an engine to do it at the moment as he falls back in line. Goes down low.
Aaron's going to give him the inside. But is he going to accidentally let Michaels go in the process?
Michaels goes with Aaron at the moment. Goes down low.
And Aaron Aldridge able to cut off Chris Michaels there. And I think their plan might have worked. Look who's with them, Josh.
The man that started last.
Ryan Chess, who had the fastest car, got a penalty for messing with something. I'm not even sure what they messed with. They altered something after inspection. They decided to start last. And here he is, 10th place, looking to pass Chris Michaels and get with his team owner, Aaron Aldridge.
Somebody's hitting pit road. Not sure who that was.
Looks like it said Brett Aldridge. No?
No.
Billy Ray Dog.
We have other run of pit stops happening. Brett hits. Oh, okay.
Billy Ray Dog hit pit road. Rich stayed out. Rich goes in now.
Okay, these are scheduled pit stops. Okay. No, we're coming up on lap 50. That makes sense.
All the crews have prepared for the halfway caution, so their pit strategy seems to be formed around it, even though we're not doing it for these last races. What do you think about that, Josh?
It's hard to break a habit. It's hard to break old habits, and they're got accustomed to it, so they're just sticking with it, knowing there's no halfway caution. I mean, if it ain't broke, why fix it? If it's not broken, this is what they're used to, so they're keeping it in.
Well, I think we might have a new leader. We'll find out shortly. No, we're going to pit road. Things might equal back out to Rich. We will find out momentarily. Everyone's got different strategies, Josh. It's throwing me off. Let's see where Christian Gunn is in all this. Christian Gunn goes 1 lap down. What do you think about that?
Not the day that he was needing. This is devastating for him and his team in hopes for that championship. I mean, it's going to be, I'm not going to say nearly impossible for him to climb back up, but it's going to be a tough battle, tough hill to climb.
Right now, we're still waiting. People are still going to pit road. Barry Sternparts and Jarl going to it right now. Christopher Rich is going to reclaim the lead. And I think we got some things to talk about as soon as it evens out here. Give him one more time by. Christian Gunn just barely holding on to his lap, and I think, oh, no, we're still shifting. We're still shifting. Give it one more lap here. All right, we should be able to start having a conversation now. Yeah?
Looks like we've shifted to where we need to be. Everybody's shifted into pole position, so yes.
All right, big thing to talk about right now, what you see on your screen. Barry Sternparts Jr., Rory Thompson, Rad Roots Racing seem to have some really bad cars tonight, holding back Christian Gunn. Christopher Rich is about to put Christian Gunn a lap down, who was a lap down during all that. Chronix High is still a lap down, trying to get his lap back. Christian Gunn's coming really close, Josh. And Aaron Aldridge currently 7th. Right behind Corey Gamble. Is Gamble playing some defense? That's the question.
I would say, I mean, he has to be. He has to be trying to do his part for the team. But is it enough is the question.
Rich is looking on the outside. Christian Gunn's about to go 1 lap down. If he can pull this off.
And remember, Aldridge, well, more particularly Aaron Aldridge and Gamble Motorsports have an alliance to some extent. Aaron did drive for them for a few races the previous season.
This is very true, and I believe you drove that car, didn't you? Didn't he?
Yes. Yes, he did. There was talks of him staying with Gamble Motorsports, but they could not reach an agreement. It was, well, it's not rumored. It came out that Aaron said that he dreamed of driving for his own team. He wanted to drive for his own team. He saw an opportunity to help out another team while helping fund his team as well, so he took that opportunity. He was graceful. He was very thankful for his time at Gamble Motorsports, but his heart aligns with Aldridge Racing.
And in the end, Aldridge Racing helped place Christian Gunn there as well. I mean, didn't help fund it or anything like that. That was all up to Gamble, but he let him know that there was a seat open.
Yes.
Rich having a hard time passing these guys, and if you look, it's cutting down on the gap he had between him and Chris Chaos.
Well, lap traffic will do that.
You know, Aldridge Racing just wants him to put that number 7 car 1 lap down. He's like, I don't care if you pass the rest. Pass that 7 car, dang it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up here in the booth and I'm thinking the same thing. Put him a lap down.
Aaron Aldridge, 7th. Can't get around Corey Gamble. Chris Michaels doing really well tonight, top 10. Brad Miller fell back to 12th. He's got G.A.M.E at his backside. Brett Aldridge in 11th. Ryan Chess still sitting 10th. He's got Ferguson, Tyler Ferguson ahead of him and trying to just make the day a little better. I can't believe what the 6 has done here tonight. And if he would have started, hell, middle of the pack, would he be up there with Christopher Rich right now? That's my question.
I believe he would be. I mean, he was fastest in practice and all that. I mean, he has the car to run up front. It's just try to take a little too much, try to push the infield up a little too far, and it came back and bit him in the butt. And you know, you gotta pay for the consequences.
Billy Ray Dog having a crazy good night for this 000 Ray Dog Racing Ford. Next Level Racing going to be really happy with this top 3. Even if he doesn't finish there, I mean, he's been done really well tonight.
Yeah, running up front consistently all race long, nothing to hold your head low about if he does not get the finish he desires at the moment. But right now, clear sailing, he's looking great.
Zane High fell back 1 position. He's now sitting 5th. Jackson Beauregard has roughed his way up into the top 5. Corey Gamble sitting 6th. And then you got 7th, Aaron Aldridge. Chris Michaels sitting 8th. Tyler Ferguson 9th. Ryan Chess 10th. And Chronix High 1 lap down. The only car 1 lap down is right behind him. In between him and Brett Aldridge, and that could be a problem. Christian Gunn is able to put a gap now on Christopher Rich. Chaos has brought that gap down to a 1.9 and shrinking, I'm going to assume.
Yeah, shrinking. Lap traffic is not Rich's friend right now, and it's causing that lead to shrink.
People saying on the radio, hey, this is Rich's race to lose. If we can make it happen, we will. Don't know what that absolutely means. Rich Money Racing, like we said in the Truck Series, they've been running some guys a little rough, and they've made some enemies in the process is what I'm taking from that, Josh.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, you know, Rich keeps on writing checks that his butt might not be able to cash, and it might come up to bite him in the butt. And we'll just have to wait and see because, yeah, I mean, exactly what you just said there. I mean, we don't know.
Christopher Rich has had a great weekend here at Stafford. If I was Rich, I would want to make sure that this track came up once, twice, 3 times a season.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely petition to have it stay on the schedule if I was him. Go ahead.
The man that has the most pulls in the Cup Series is also Christopher Rich, Josh, with an astounding, no one is even close to this, I want to put that out there, 5 pulls.
That's something.
Oh, pit road!
Pit road's about to pick up, be a real busy place. Working lap 72. Laps are winding down quickly. This could be the last pit stop of the day.
Chris Chaos dove down pit road a lap before the leader. See what this does for him. The leader's a little change of idea there, I think. Christopher Rich comes back out about where he was. Corey Gamble, everybody going to pit road. Let's keep an eye on Christopher Rich to see where everything comes out here. Keep an eye on Chris Chaos, too. You think this is the last round of pit stops?
I believe it will be. I mean, we're, what, 25, 26 to go. This should be the last round. If not, it's going to be very interesting in the closing laps if we have another round.
So I don't mean to alarm anybody who is keeping track of points right now, but Rich is the leader once again, and he has put Christian Gunn 1 lap down.
Our championship leader 1 lap down.
Yeah, sorry. Championship leader 1 lap down.
Yeah, we got to a, yeah. Oh, not the day he was wanting. Look at that.
Aaron Aldridge sitting 7th right now, and the way things are going currently, if this is how they finish, Aaron Aldridge will be the new points leader. By how many points? You'll have to tune in to the Fat Money Racing Association page, group page, or the Gaming Alternative Media Entertainment page. And Rich could not get around Rory Thompson there. And here comes Chris Chaos.
He's coming and coming fast. He's a man on a mission. We're going to see a race for the lead here shortly. More than likely, because lap traffic is a huge factor.
Christian Gunn making it hell for him, though.
But he's definitely going to try and not lose any more positions because that's just salt on an open wound. And if he can't get back up to Rich, he's definitely going to try and get by him.
The biggest thing everyone can hope for right now is that strategies fail. I mean, I don't know what you could be hoping on. Right now, Chris Chaos is like, look, I got a lap car between me and Rich. If Rich puts the 1 down, I got 2 of them to deal with. And I need to get past the 7. I need to get past him fast. And then you got Billy Ray Dog coming up to his backside. Anything could happen here at Stafford in the last 20 laps, Josh.
Well, I'm listening to Christian Gunn's radio, and he is yelling on the phone. There's debris everywhere. There's debris everywhere. He is trying to clickbait a caution to put him back on our lead lap.
Well, we've seen how Corey Gamble got pushed out of the top 5 by Jackson Beauregard, who's now sitting 4th. Zane High 5th. Corey Gamble 6th. Aaron Aldridge still in 7th. Pretty happy with the day. And 6th place right now is Ryan Chess. Or sorry, 8th place is Ryan Chess. And Ryan Chess has Chronix High ahead of him, who is a lap down. And then you got Tyler Ferguson behind him, Brett Aldridge, to round out the top 10. And you can see where everybody else is if you want to pause the screen. But I don't recommend pausing until the race is over, because right now, I mean, Rich is being held back by Rory Thompson. Christian Gunn is in the middle of him and Chris Chaos. Chris Chaos is having a problem there, which is giving Billy Ray Dog a chance to get caught up here. Anything could happen in the last 16 laps here at Stafford Motor Speedway.
Laps are quickly winding down. Action is quickly picking up as well.
When you showed up today, Josh, were you expecting Rich to clean sweep Stafford?
I knew that he was going to run up front, but I did not think he'd have a dominating run like he is today. Excuse me, this entire weekend.
Like I said, after today, this man will have 6 poles. 6. No one else is even close to that. No one even has 2. Like, Rich is going to be the pole champion of this year, if there's even such a thing. But this will be his first win of the season if he could pull it off here in the Cup Series.
He handles more poles than a pole dancer.
He is, more poles than that one song. Long Black Train. Christian Gunn doesn't really have a car to get up around Rich, but he is holding on and keeping back the 007 of Chris Chaos.
He's doing the best he can with what he has, and hoping against hope that something happens. With 10 to go.
Hoping on a wreck. Hoping on anything at this point. But I don't think hope's coming. Aaron Aldridge still comfortably sitting in 7th. Ryan Chess in 8th. Cannot get around Chronix High. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to 9 laps to go. Eight laps to go.
And you know these laps can't wind down quick enough for Rich.
For Rich and for, Aaron Aldridge is in a pretty good spot right now, but
yes, he is.
You know he wants it to end, and he wants it to end now.
I do as well. I'll just go out and say it as 2.
The 7 is starting to catch Rich. This could be a problem.
Oh, excuse me.
6 laps to go, and the 7 is on the back bumper of the 59. Will getting that lap back save the day? No, but it might make him feel better.
Moral victories, and sometimes that's all it takes to make you feel better.
He tried to look to the outside. Rich gave him nothing. Here we are, 5 laps to go. But with the 7 picking it up and getting up here, so is Chris Chaos. Rich is holding off the 7. 4 laps to go. We're seeing people have to go to pit road.
Oh, no. I was afraid of this.
Some did not time pit stops correctly. Some took chances that didn't pay off. Maybe people were hoping on a caution, but we're not going to see it. We're 3 laps to go now. Rich is still holding on.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
No dive into pit road yet. 2 laps to go when he crosses the line.
I'm keeping an eye on him. He better not run.
Coming around to take the white flag.
Woo.
He takes the white flag, and here we come. Out of turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight. Rich is your leader still. Aaron Aldridge is going to take over the cup points, I believe, but you're going to have to tune in to make sure of that, because they will do the math and they will post it. Your winner's Rich. Rich wins. 2nd place, Chris Chaos. 3rd place, Jackson Beauregard. 4th place, Zane High. 5th place, Corey Gamble. 6th place is Aaron Aldridge. And if you look, 24th place. Like I said, you have to tune in to see what that math does and see if this brings 3rd place any closer to contention. But that's all we got for you guys. Congratulations to Christopher Rich, Chris Chaos, Jackson Beauregard, Zane High, and Corey Gamble to round out top 5. Go ahead, pause, read the screen if you want to see where you placed, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.